So, Masandawana, we are back up part 2, yeah, our season preview with my panel. And yeah, man, as you know, ke Malums, ke Tebza, ke Rapelan, and ke Tabiso. You know them, man. I don't have to introduce them again for the part 2. And I hope, Oshap Malums, because at the end, yeah, you sounded like you wanted to go in. And or are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I was just showing up, worry. Somewhere, somehow, the engine has to show up, man. You must take it, notch it up.
And that's only because of one thing or two things. Your love and care at this club, you know, like you love this club so much. You wouldn't be so pumped up if you didn't love this club, man. But exactly. Let's get the ball rolling, part 2. We are obviously going to have a very short preseason. I don't even think it can be called a preseason because it is going to be only 11 days, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. So that's not even 2 weeks. How is this going to impact us? Not just that, but the fact that this is a season that has the AFCON tournament towards the end of the year, and we know a lot of players will come from Mamelodi Sundowns. That's a fact. So our players had a short preseason break. We are going to have a short preseason, if I can even call it preseason. Then there's AFCON midway through the season. How is this going to impact us? Are you worried that it will have a negative impact, more teaming at some stage of the season, be it beginning of the season or at the most important part of the season, which is the tail end of the season? I'll start with you, Mams.
It brings me back to my point to say cheapiga cheap. Now we have to use the team in a balanced way for us to have all these guys gelling throughout the season for the AFCON and for the league. And then we didn't have preseason. Also, it raises a question to me, if we're going to have 11 days of preparing for 2025-26 season, then are we signing people? And then when will they be integrated? Or when are they going to settle in if we want to do it in 11 days? So there's a question of we might be signing or we might not be signing. But I feel like for us to have a season that is flowing, we have to use our players equally. We have to reserve energy for some of them. If it needs us to even promote from MTC or DDC, let it be now. Not to have Nkosi training for the whole season and not playing.
Nkosi didn't even get taste great.
Nothing. He trained with the seniors the whole. It's like we should release him. I'm sorry.
Majidako Europe, not to digress, I'll be very quick. Majidako Europe, they were crying a whole lot at Club World Cup. It has its benefits financially, not and for marketing your FIFA. But for player well-being, it's going to come at a serious cost.
I think Pep was once who said that, one of the coaches that said that, or don't be surprised if we burn out in the first half of the season.
We had players burning out, not this season, the previous season. Coach Roland. We had players burning out towards the end. Careful. We had player burning out, and it was very evident I know who we. Now include this amount of games that we've just played. It's like Club World Cup and traveling and not resting. Now we're gonna have to start whatever it is. There's a schedule of players that have been given to keep yourself, active while before the 11 days. Now they have to start. If we are not gonna sign or if we are not gonna release players, the crop Hernan Leona right now will struggle at some point, whether at the beginning or in the middle or at the end. Which is very unfortunate, and we must be prepared for that. We must be prepared. There will be injuries. Brasaki won't be able to, cook all of them. Imagita in the doctor's rooms, quick as we want him to, because you need to allow those players to recover. Players have not recovered. There is no way they can perform at their best, having endured all this, playing time. Yes, they only played a couple of matches, World Cup, but they did not rest enough. That's where the issue is. So I'm worried. I'm worried how we will sustain ourselves till the very end when we lift a Champions League trophy. Because that's going to happen. It must happen that we lift that trophy.
Perhaps. I think now I'm worried also. More so because of, I don't remember when and where. There's a point where Caruso said he wants less squad but quality.
He said that. Funny, you guys are reading my mind, because whatever you going into is something that I play. But yeah, at the end of the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah, so if you say less squad, more quality, and with the short preseason that we are going to have, like, it is very worrying as well. When the season progress, and it is not going to be nice, man. It is not going to be nice because of, if you say less squad, more quality, man. What are you trying to imply, man? Because of we are going to have a short season. You have released a couple of players, and we know that having a short preseason means that the players are not 100% where they should be, man.
Their fitness would
the fitness level. And if the fitness level is not at the top, man, we are likely to have injuries, and sometimes maybe long-term injuries whereby the player misses the entire season. Now we are forced to go to the market and make a hurry-up signing because of we want to fill up that gap, and sometimes it might not work for us, man. So I think, and Malum spoke about, he highlighted a good point, integration, man. Like, it is important to send the players as early as possible, man. You look at both Chelsea, man. They went to the Club World Cup having signed players, man. So the integration comes easier because of the new players that comes and join the team. They gel well with other players, and they are able to adapt to the environment of the team. But signing the players late, man, that process, it becomes long, man, for the players to acclimatize to the environment. And for now, man, I foresee a hectic season, man, and we better be prepared. That's where I'm going to end.
We're going to run with what Rapelang brought up in terms of what Cardoso said at the end of the FIFA Club World Cup, that he wants to reduce the number of players, the squad at Sundowns, but add more quality. What are your thoughts, Lona Lili Tutebza Limalums, on that? And on top of that, I want to add something else. You mentioned our development earlier on, Mopadwane, the preview. Ne? Are we getting the best out of our academy at Mamelodi Sundowns, or are we just happy to fix everything with money? Because Fawaz Basadin, for me, deserved to be nominated for the Player Defender of the Season award, even though he wasn't. I think he was the best left back last season. But should we always sign whoever was the best in his position the previous season? Just because Fawaz had a great season last season, should we really go for Fawaz? Because you look at that left back position, I'm going to use the left back position as an example. There's Divine Lungane, there's Obrimudiba, there's Mashego, there's two youngsters, Moletiwan, and then there's Tato Sibia. If any of you guys, anyone who's watching this, watched our DDC side or watched the under 20 AFCON, that kid is a proper player. So are we getting the best out of our academy, or we just happy to fix every issue? Because Kapu showed us at the Club World Cup what he can do. Nkosi ki captain ya MDC, but he's not getting any minutes more first teaming. So yeah, man, that's why I want us to take this. Are we getting the best out of our academy? And are you worried Cardoso's comments are reducing the squad and with everything that we brought up?
All right, I'll start with the academy thing. We sign almost ready-made players. You look at Sibia, was already ready-made. You look at Mapena, already made. Litaku, already made. Nkosi, already made. When they come at Sundowns, you are only going to refine them and then put them in the system. And then already now you look at Tato Sibia. He's a left back now that I think in the whole of South Africa that gives you two directions, of which most players don't give you that direction.
They only give you the end product or the defensive one. That boy gives you both
directions.
Yeah.
So that profile we don't have in South Africa. Then why are you slagging, not putting it to test? So right now we're just solving our problems with money. When we see that hot property, I put 20 million, you must come. Not to say that I am against your point that he was the best left back last season, but he gives you only one direction. And a direction EU already was seeing. Modiba, Kopi, middle, but defensively he's lacking. Lunga defensively
solid, but
you see, so we must look at that. When we have a profile there, we must look into say we have to improve this profile. Now that profile is there in the development. Bring him here. Unkosi, he's able to arrive in the final third. There's a game that we played, him Zungu, and he got in for Utebza, and then he played with Zungu. The ball was moving. So we already have the ready-made products there. We just have to refine them and put them there. And then you come to the issue of now we want to
reduce
the squad. We want to reduce the squad, but we're not going to reduce the games that we played.
Wow.
We have 60 plus. Now it's 70. If
club only.
What? Club only. Yeah, club only. 60 games that we want to play. So if we want to reduce the squad, maybe about 28, it's not feasible. We are in Africa, we are not in Europe, whereby we
traveling.
We can take a shuttle.
Yeah,
from,
that's a good point actually.
So at most, when we want to go to the north, we have to via
Dubai and then connect, we don't always charter.
So we have to look at those things. Okay, make it 32, and then it's fine. But the extra 5, the extra 3 or the extra 5 should be the MTC, and they must be getting minutes. At least those boys have to have 100 minutes in a season or 10 games in a season.
Sorry to interject, Malums. You look at Khumulemo Kekana. That kid is a beast. Yeah. Do you think Khumulemo gets excited? Like, he looks at Sundowns and is like, the way I'm playing, in the next few months, I'll definitely be catching minutes at Sundowns. I'm just making an example.
In my heart, or what I feel, those kids are not happy. Those kids are not excited to play football anymore. They might be playing, but they're not excited because they know how talented they are. They are capable of doing this. You cannot go to a tournament and win player of a midfielder of the season twice in a row, and then you're going to be subjected to playing a developer.
Like next season, there's no way when I've performed so well, I'd be happy to be going back to traveling to KZN to play MDC. Got Heno saying when the first team is playing.
No ways.
I think the coach must rethink his stance in terms of reducing the number of players. And yet again, we don't know how reduce to what extent. Malume said something. He said we are looking at plus minus 60 games. Club say there is also national team that you must consider. You top up that with the traveling, right? You top up that with the injuries that might happen because of it's going to be a long season. We've not had time to rest. Now there's no presence and whatnot, right? He needs to rethink. Yes, he might. If he wants to, he must bring quality. But quality, I always say, it must be way above average. If you're going to bring quality outside the borders, it must be way above average. Ne? Don't bring a same thing that I can be okay with Letlakur is giving me. Because Letlakur is probably even giving me better than Salis. if we are being honest. The DDC players that are not being used, we are going to lose them.
True.
At some point.
And then we're going to buy them back again.
At a very hefty price, right? The left back position, yes, maybe Skalata Pasatin. If we've got a profile player in the DDC team, that boy should be knocking on the doors. Should be at least on a regular basis getting minutes, not just sitting on the bench, because that's another thing we do very well. We get those kids to sit on the bench and say, no, they were part of they're getting used to playing with the senior players. Use those players. Because you don't want to wait for that player to turn a certain age. Now, there's people in his ear saying, move. Because you're not going to play here. You understand? Let's not only focus on using these senior players until the day where we see they are becoming redundant and not useful to us. Integrate this place. Koza, he was brought in. He was given a chance until whatever happened. Whoever decided not to play him. Koza was supposed to be getting more regular minutes. Letlhako was supposed to have been playing more minutes. Mabena need more refinement. That's also what I believe. Need to be refined for getting so much minutes. He need to be refined. There's something element of game. He's too quick and speed as controllable. He wanted somebody to model him towards Kiflerim, the late Kiflerim. You understand? So in terms of Cardozo's stance, he needs to rethink in terms of quality and quantity that we need to help us move the thing. And to DDC, we are not making use of the quality that we have in that space. There is very, 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 very good players with even great potential. You understand? And those are the kids that we need to bring in and use those kids. Because if you're going to stick with the current crop, those kids will never play. But you're going to say, we have got DDC players. The crop must move. We must have this elevator king to so. And those kids must be on the field. And so that the senior players can actually realize, this boy can actually take my lunch.
Yes. I mean, we cannot say we don't expect all these boys to play. No, we're not expecting, but they
need to be integration into the senior team. Okay, you see, you can actually play. Coach Mangoba said, this one, we can see he might play us. So I must, so they need to get into that team and be used.
Yeah.
Otherwise, must be ready and be honest people. Let's let them go.
Yes. And now we're being rumored to be chasing Mahwal. He was once with us. Did we give him fair chance? Now he's going to come at a what? High price.
Yeah. The one thing that frustrates me the most at this topic or subject, Sundowns, development. I know the lengths they go to get these young boys from their clubs or from their townships. They work hard. They go all out Sundowns. But for what at the end of the day? But yeah, man. Speaking of the transfers and all that, incomings and outgoings. We've seen quite a few outgoings. We've seen Mbule, Mabowe, Ngobeni, Sbanyo, Nikotie, and Suarez leave. We haven't signed anyone as yet. At the time of recording, we hadn't signed anyone as yet, And are you guys happy with those that have been let go of? Who should join them? Who should be on that list to leave? And who would you want or like to see come in?
Nah, in the statement that Caruso made, man, worries me, man, because of you released certain amount of players, but you haven't made a single sign so far. So I'm asking myself, are we able to cope with what's gonna come? But for now, I feel like we should make more signing, and there are some players that needs to leave the team, man.
There's no player that's called Sam. It's Sam a bit.
Man,
who should leave?
The first one, I'll start at the back. Dennis Onyango.
Dennis, I think, has retired. He has renewed for. They've renewed for a year. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
You don't have a pathway.
Dennis, perfect guy. He's good.
Good for the dressing room, but
he has done very well for the team. He has been the captain of the team. He has been there during the ups and downs of the team, man. And having Dennis, man, it make I'll speak about another thing that happened. It made that boy Chabalal to go because of what we have a lot of goalkeepers that are and they are not playing, man. Like sometimes having a player like Dennis closes the door from this young boy who's supposed to learn from Bobo Ronwen and maybe become the second or third choice goalkeeper. Because of that boy, he's good, man. And I remember during that last preseason, because we watched most of the games, like how good he was and how he matches, he matches our style of play, man. So I think Dennis and one between Riyad and Jody should leave, man, so that the space opens up for this boy, man.
But he's gone now. There's nothing that we can do. They've released him. I forgot to mention.
And also, I think Mabue, man.
Mabue is gone.
Like as much as he's gone, man.
Oh, you.
But and you spoke about him playing numerous positions. Sometimes it might be what affect him to be part of the team and to excel. But for now, man, in a team you need to have that one player to Lemaboe, man. As much as he might not feature, he might not feature in a lot of games, but that player, you don't get them everywhere, man. So I think for Mabue to be a released, man, I think for Yagana, man, I've opted to keep in, man, and also how he plays his lungs out, man, wherever he goes. You look at his contribution at Supersport, man, he did very well. So a player like Mabue, man, I enjoyed to have him back at the team. And as Suarez, man, I think he did like that was obvious, man. Like you don't need to go even any further, man. But
give me names of who should leave. Don't explain. Just give me names.
Dennis. One between Jody and Peters. I think Duze. I think.
Can I give you, before I move on to you guys, when are you happy with a lot of the tortoise? One, Esquivel. Hack.
Still, that's your list. That's your list. That's my list.
The thing with Sundowns, you might think players is under our books. Lastly,
Spanioni, you never know whether he's on loan.
Lastly, I think I saw an interview and we were trying to check which players are still under our books. And I had to go to that former goalkeeper, Golden Arrows, or Wateng. I had to double check whether Wateng is a Mamelodi Sundowns player or not. So, I mean, sometimes that is tricky because we don't know who's under our books and who's not under our books. And we also spoke about Tabang Sibanyun as well, man. So,
okay, before I move to you guys, I'll give you the list of guys that I think should leave, and then you guys will tell me if you agree and you'll add your points. Esquivel should leave. Mashiko, leave. Odisang, leave. Yeah. Riyad, leave. Masego, leave. Nkosi, loan. As well as Deruk, leave. Nkosi, no, let's get Nkosi loan Kigen Johannes, because I think at right back, there's Mudau, Morena, and Zugo.
Not to interject, be so Gamudawe. Contract situation be so.
I think he will renew if he hasn't renewed already. I'm not sure who's going first between you guys.
I'll give him the last word. Yeah. I reiterate your list. Let me say, starting from the back, Dennis Peters out. I cry for that boy. I really cry for that boy. Yes, he's gone. But if we can buy him back, let's buy him back. I cry for that boy. I'm not going to speak about players who are on loan we've never seen. I don't know.
Lorna, you could be a player, Sundowns.
I think then Umrahu. Who's Deruk?
Yeah.
Deruk must go. Mashiko must go. Johannes must go. Yeah. Ne?
Midfield.
Maseko, what is Maseko's position? Key winger or key midfielder or key 10 or key striker? Because Maseko must go. I'm okay with the legend of the club being let go. I'm not Shikaban, what's his name? Peter. I'm okay.
Oh, Peter.
I'm okay with Peter being let go.
Okay.
So he can go and plow his trade somewhere else. And I say that to make room for a younger good player, not for a senior player, for a younger. If you're going to bring a seasoned player, it must be a numbers person or he can score with his eyes closed. That's the only way you rid of Peter. Who am I forgetting?
Why is I mentioning Esquivel, guys?
I'm coming. Esquivel must go. There's no two ways about it. He shouldn't even come back. He shouldn't even be signed. Yeah, I think that's because Kopila, I can't think of anyone else in terms of the front line that must also go. Unless Kilebala somebody's, but that's my list of people who I would actually, rid off.
Before I come to Malum's, any guys at the top of your heads that you think we should sign?
I don't have anybody on top of mind. I wanted to
this
go
is
to,
why
I wanted to go to
Fleming This is why Fleming Becker itatela the players
because to strengthen our left back. But now Malume raised a very important point. Our left back. We don't need to sign anybody. We need to take that boy and plow him in there. So he can be the one who's competing with Lunga. Because for now, Mudiba is not a left back. For now, Mudiba is not a left back.
Rabs?
Hi. Locally, I don't know, who should we go for, man? Because of, I think, look at local based players, man. I think
no one comes in and raises the bar,
gets the team gives us something that we don't have within the team, unless in the continent. But you spoke about in Africa, we don't sign, but maybe that player might come from South America again. But locally, man, I don't think there's a player that will help us to develop even further and reach the bottom, the top. I mean, man.
Can we resign Kopel? Can we please resign Warikimam Fanao? Our former player, man. Get it? Mailul. Yeah. Can you please resign Kopel if we are signing? I will
cash
anybody over cash. I mean cash over anybody else.
Now I'm not happy he left forward. I would be happy if Kelet was to come back, but even if he doesn't, I'm okay with that. But Mailula is a great shout, Mole. Malums, you were busy searching with a Spanish Fleming back.
Well, I will start with players that I feel like we should sign, and I'll close it off with players that I think we should leave. Firstly, let me start with clearing. Okay, we are making someone a legend without playing. Riyad Petase. He has so many leagues that he hasn't worked for.
Cousins, he used to play for Liverpool and he played for Manchester City. He won so many trophies. He just left City now without former when goalkeeper ya Barcelona when Barcelona was doing so well. Kimang
Valdez.
Is it Valdez?
Yeah.
The number 2. Pedro was number 2. I win everything without playing.
So, Riyad, he must excuse us. The legend as well must retire and save us in another capacity.
And the legend being Dennis. Dennis akatola Spani be Minister of Sports in Uganda. No Sundowns akatola Spani Dennis.
And then Mashiro, I think we made a signing not knowing how to use it or utilize it. Same as goes to Johannes. I don't understand how we got to sign Johannes. The Rook, we should give him his clearance. And then if Musa Liwusa is extended, and he's one of my best favorite players. Yes. He's clean, but people say cash up. And then Esquivel, brother, he must leave. There's no turning.
Guys, if I see a Squavel in Preseason, I'm gonna.
He's gonna be there.
18 match
Must leave, and then I'm sorry for this, but
I will die with you.
I need us to play football. I need us to enjoy our last years. Bless her, my brother. I do not hate you, but I love you, my brother. And you deserve better. You deserve to be playing. If Sundowns is not willing to give you the minutes, over 1,000 minutes, you should be getting minutes somewhere else. Blesser deserves to be playing. Blesser deserves to be. He was part of Hugo Bro's team. Blesser was supposed to be going to AFCON, but since Well is not getting minutes, he can't. So I'll also put Blesser in a way that go get minutes somewhere else. Lungis, please come and take Blesser. And then Shalulile, I don't see him playing that much next season.
What happened at the Club World Cup told us everything we needed to know. Shalulile got 13 minutes.
Mutiba got more minutes
compared and Blesser didn't get even 1 minute to stand up. And let's see that.
Let's Club World Cup.
Nothing. And then also Kodisang, I feel like we need to let him out. Nkosi as well. Go to your daddy there, Chippa United. Yeah, go to Patela and do magic. Show them what you are capable of. And then Salis, brother. As well. Guys,
can I defend?
We need to cut our losses.
Can I defend Salis here? This one is gonna kill me. No, we always fight, guys. But let's. I'm one person who, in 20 stats, the way stats are used annoys me because I've seen on social media people saying, I'll make an example. Sundowns, really Mufukeng, saying he wasn't good because when you compare the stats, I watch football with my eyes. I see what that boy does. Come ground, he's a damn good player. So, but with that said, I also understand what stats are key. His stats speak for him, Sales. But the eye test says something else. Compare him to Kodisang. Here's my thing with Kodisang. Didn't give us the eye test. You didn't get what you wanted to see. Stats, you didn't get what you wanted to see. Sales, he gave you the stats. Isn't it fair to say, let's give him a season and we see how he goes how he does next season?
We give him the season. You go back. Afonso
was he the one that used to get injured a lot?
Left-footed centre forward.
There was one that was good, but always injured. Telkom against Marisbeck. That's the one who was always injured.
Yeah. So you look at those scenarios. You look at Pavon. I was in, but delivery. You see, that brings me a point. Hori, I test. At least balance it with your numbers. But now I feel like there's nothing that I'm gonna see anymore. We are coming from a world stage. We are coming from Champions League, and then there's nothing that says I have something inside my pocket that I'm gonna show you in the South African League in 30 games for me.
Fair. I was just playing devil's advocate to say, you look at comparing him to someone like Kodisang, where Kodisang gave us absolutely nothing, whereas this guy. But I understand you saying, like, from what you've seen, there won't be improvement from next season, and so yeah.
And then Ikataro, he must even Tabaori, we consider he mustn't even work out. I don't know what's his situation. Those are the people that I feel like should be leaving.
Who's coming
in? Go to Esperance, fetch Memich.
I've seen on social media people talk about Memich a lot. Very good goalkeeper.
21 years.
Player of one of the best players in the previous, not the season before last in the Champions League. But speaking to my guys in Tunisia, apparently last season he was awful. I'm not saying we should sign him because of last season. Apparently he was awful. Hence, he was dropped Champions League when you really, and they dropped him FIFA Club World Cup. He didn't play. They dropped him before they played us. So yeah, I spoke to him, Elias, and he told me this kid, he's gone from last season he was there, and then this season he dropped. That's what they do. But I'm not saying he's young. He's young. Yeah. His form will always. So there's room. Yeah. So I'm not saying
improvement. Yeah. And then we saw the potential at the bigger stage, not in the league. If maybe we'd sign him and bring him, and then he pushes Ronwens in the league, then we have something. And then defensively, I would have loved us to get Thabo Moloisane. Here's my. Can I? Sorry. I would have loved us to get Thabo Moloisane. And then also there's, let me get his name right, but he's old, this guy, for number 6, Roger Alahul. They talk this guy. He's 31 years. He's playing for Esperance. That guy, he bossed us in our own yard. When we played, not now, the Rulani season. Yeah. And then even this season, he was still good. So I felt like maybe it's another guy, overwhelmingly Cardoso, for a number 6 that will help free up Debs to go in those areas where we need more advanced. So that's another Roger. And then definitely Cassius Malula, Habue, and then we sort it that way. If we are not signing a creative 8, Ribeiro come and play an 8. He's capable. He can play number 8. I believe that Ribeiro can play number 8. Then your front 3, you can have Lukaku, Motiba, Rinas, or Cassius. We can make it out that way.
Thank you, Malums. You're making a valid intro. You know, the reason I wanted to interject, my worry is that we keep signing way too many right-footed center backs and wanting them to play left. That's my only. Any other day, I'm taking Thabo. I'm taking Thabo Moloisane. That's my only worry, Gauri. We have way too many right-footed center backs. And speaking of center backs, as we heading towards Hokwala, is it time that we build a new center back pairing? A center back pairing. Funny enough, I just spoke about left-footed center backs, and in this pairing, I do not have a left-footed center backs. Center back pairing here, Cupido le Khoza, Cupido 27, Khoza 21, and then we have Kekana 32, Libusa 32, and Mvala 32 as backups. Has the time come? I'm gonna start with you, Debs.
Yes. I will just need to be brought to comfort on who will play the left side.
I think because Cupido is more experienced, maybe
can you play?
That's because now you're taking away, because he's very comfortable on the ball. Right. Now you're taking that away from him because
are you exposing him on the line?
Yeah, because the way he receives,
body orientation. You can even see that Gambala. Sometimes he will struggle when he gets the ball. He's not really comfortable receiving the ball because there's so much that you must do. You must be able to still hold that ball by your left side. And then I come on left, or you move it across.
We are a ball-playing team, so you need to play. That's
until we can find a proper a quality left back. I guess that would do for now. With Libusa still being around, if you're gonna do that, then keep Libusa around. Yeah. I'm okay with Grande. In all honesty, I'm okay with Grande not being replaced. Either Khoza or Cupido being the two guys at the back, because I need us to move away from what we currently have in terms of centre backs, because we are struggling there. We are really struggling and we're getting easily exposed. So I agree with you. It's about time we venture into a new centre back pairing, and hopefully these guys, Cardoso and whoever is the director, seeing that he has an influence there, will allow for that to happen. You know, so we can sit here and dream and wish, but we those guys need to allow that thing to happen, because there's no point of keeping these guys there if you're not going to use them.
True.
Right? Your squad, you need to use your squad, Perfect. You need to use every inch of your squad for it to gel. Because if you don't, you will see Neoka one game and that game, Newolf Fatuza, because he's not regularly being used.
True.
You get in Tapelo, Nini Umukenye, Utlo Fatuza, because you're not regularly using
Match fitness
to gel with the guys that we so say could key staple ties at club. You understand? If you don't give these guys minutes, when you need them, they won't be able to show up.
Shockingly, Cupido played so well. Gaga Club World Cup.
I hope he continues.
Malums, new center back pairing or
Yeah. We should be moving. We should be looking for a succession plan. Actually, make it 5 year. A center back pairing, as you have mentioned, the ages Sabo, Granti, Umvala. They are getting old. And also, I think we should also be moving in a sense of River gave us an idea that we can always find someone there with a pass, and Malbonga can give you that. So, building
please
that.
don't talk about my favorite player who's no longer, because I'm gonna cry now.
So Malbonga showed us that he has that eye for the person that is there. And then the other person that has that pass is Mvala, but we have to move away from him. So I feel like Cupido and Malbongwe, both of them, they have that pass. And also the good thing about Cupido, he has also a little bit of a drive. He can be able to carry the ball.
Cupido.
Yeah. So I feel like we have to move away from that idea of you are playing too many passes at the back. We need to progress the ball. We need to move faster. The ball has to move faster now. So definitely up for it, we have to get a new center back pairing. But also it comes with your left back and your right back. But most in this sense, our right back, I'm clear.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I'm clear.
What was I now?
Raps will make him sign. Yeah, and I think the centre back pairing needs to change, man. I think Koza is young, man, and he's proven that he can play, man, and he can play against top teams. He can fight, man, and also his attributes as a defender, man. He has the height. He's young. He's able to read the game. I think that's what it is important about the defending of those players. He can read the game very well. And also, like Malum said, he has an eye for a pass, man. And one thing that sometimes irritates me about, or I dislike about certain defenders, when we build up from the back, you receive a ball, and the opponent, the nearest opponent, he's about 15 meters from you, and you don't progress with the ball, and you still want to pass the nearest. Yes. Yes. Sometimes I'll scream at the TV, man. Move forward with the ball, man. Because of the more you move forward, the more you get closer to getting a good chance of scoring, and that's what we get from Koza as well as Cupid. And as for Cupid, man, not playing a lot of games during the PSL, or not being featured a lot PSL for Sundowns, man, and going to play one of the biggest tournament and doing well.
Yeah,
like it says something like Uchokhon, man, and not everyone will have perform like how he performed, because of you don't play a player and you're playing against top teams where there's a lot at stake, and that player does so well, man. I think it opened our eyes, man. Here is a player and you should make use of that player. So I think Cupido and Koza, man, I think this should be our next center back pair. Yes, we spoke about who's going to place a left center forward, but I think with the left center back, man, but with the ability that they have, I think they won't struggle that much, man, because of, first of all, they know how to receive the ball, and they are good ball players as well, man.
And the thing, in closing, that Kamali, the thing is, when you play a young player and they make mistakes, you're cool with that. You know he's gaining experience. Whereas a player 10 years older than him makes the same mistakes. Like, what is he learning from that, Guys, as we close, should we stick to the 4-2-3-1 system that we played at the Club World Cup? Or go back to the 4-3-3, which showed a lot of pragmatism from Cardoso? Should the 4-2-3-1 be our primary formation? Because it gives us so much in attack, and the teams that we play against in the league, obviously they are a bit inferior, far inferior actually, to the teams that we played at the Club World Cup. So, because personally, I think we should be as offensive as possible at Sundowns, because we are a big team and we should treat these teams like they should know why they are a small team, we are the bigger team. So, which formation should we play next season? 2 minutes each, Raps.
This formation, man. I always want to play a certain formation, sometimes because of the opponent we are likely to face, man. Because of, you cannot play a team that is fighting relegation and you want to have too many midfielders, man. Like, what's your objective on that game? So, for now, you look at the opponent, you say, okay, yeah, I'm going to dominate. I need more offensive players on the pitch so that I score a lot of goals. Then you'll go for a 4-2-3-1 because of you want to have a lot of players on the final third. But in some games, you see, for me to win this game, I need to have a lot of midfielders because of if I dominate in the midfield, I'm likely to win this game. So I think for now, it will depend on the opponents that we are likely to face, man.
Okay. Dubza?
I think it's influenced by player personnel. For Nane, that is 4-2-3-1 that we use at the World Cup. You get the right people in there, they should be able to go in both directions. You understand? I think because PSL for now, we're punching way above our weight. We can alter to this different approach when you go in terms of Rezalako Kiev, because that requires a different mentality, you understand, and how they approach the game, you understand. But for PSL, I would stick to the 4-2-3-1 approach. But that one copy is where my question is, who's going to be that one focal point? Because the guy from France Strasbourg, Kimang Lebu, he was, how long was his contract for when we signed him? Is he staying or is he leaving? Are we using him as the one copy now? Or are we still going to continue carrying us now? You understand? Because if you're going to continue carrying us, then the personnel the three behind him, that we also need to address. You understand? So, but for locally, 4-2-3-1 year, Preseason Club World Cup, I'm quite comfortable guy on.
Malums?
Clear. 4-2-3-1. That's it. The magic box. As Klopp describes it. I think that's the way for us to juggle this. But also, when we use that one, we need to profile our midfielders much better. It works. It will work well if we profile our midfielders much better. Look, we used Allende and Dibza, but I didn't feel like it did more justice. So if we can profile those two midfielders better, and then it will be fine for me. So 4-2-3-1, I will go with it. We're gonna go for the jargon. And also, before we move, you haven't given us the players that you want
at Sundowns
that you want to see coming in.
My Lula, I'd be happy with my Lula. Like I said, I wouldn't mind Keleto at left forward, because I think Tesh has dropped since that injury. But at the same time, maybe Mabena next season, because he was out for the better part of the season. So, yeah, that and a left. I do not know who, but a left-footed centre back. I'm desperate for one. They are very rare. Guys, we are almost out of time. I'm gonna ask you guys, before I go to the season predictions, I'm gonna ask you a question. that needs a yes or no. It has to do with the league championship. Pirates have been the most active club in the transfer. They have signed everything that can kick. Let me not phrase it that way because it will be taken out of context. They've signed quite a lot of players. Yes or no? Are you worried about them going into the league next season?
No.
Thank you. That's all I wanted from you guys. Let's do the season predictions. We are left with 5 minutes.
Season
Trofia Taji Scomo, MTN 8. Are we winning it? Oops.
I want us to win each and every game, but I don't think so because there are a lot of factors that I think will stop us from winning it, man. So I think we'll go maybe as far as the semis, but I don't see us winning it.
Debza?
No.
Actually, I had this tweet drafted. So Tumela today. So there are 5 things that I want to see this season. My season objectives: a league plus Umakoti. It can be Nedbank, Carling Cup, or Champions League. 100 goals plus between our attackers. We need to kiss the net. And I also, these midfielders are stressing me. I need 50 GNA for our midfielders this season. These boys are capable of doing that. They need to give us those things. Number 4, we need 15 clean sheets. That's between the defenders and the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And then 2 graduates with over 10 games. So if Khomelimo Kekana is graduating, he must be warranted 10 games. In the league, I don't know about Champions League. And if Tato is also, he must get 10.
Go back to the question, Malums. Are we winning the MTN 8?
I don't want MTN 8.
So you're not winning it?
Are we winning it? I don't want it, but we must do better.
What comes after MTN 8?
Carling.
Yeah, Carling.
Are we winning
Carling.
Wait.
No.
Carling. Yeah,
Carling? Yeah.
Carling.
Are we winning it? We reached the final last season.
Are we winning it?
We're winning.
It's at how many games? 8? What? 4 games?
4.
16. It is 16 teams.
16
right?
quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's 4 games.
Towards the end of December.
Are we winning it?
Debza?
Carling, yes, we're winning.
Oops.
Definitely.
Nedbank?
I hate the schedule at Nedbank. I hate the schedule at Nedbank. I think we'll win Nedbank Cup. I think we'll win the Nedbank Cup.
Oops.
No, because of usually the Nedbank Cup, really at advanced stages to CAF Champions League. So it really the congestion of the fixtures. I think you are not winning it, man.
We're winning it. 2 back-to-backs, finals,
we're winning.
And then semi-finals.
No, we're winning.
We're winning it.
That trophy that they should just call it the Mamelodi Sundowns trophy, the league championship.
That one.
Obvious.
Plus, we won our Filebo, man, first 5 games. We're done. First 5 games, 15 points, then league is done.
Oops.
Even if our opponents can be given 5 points before the season starts, we will surpass them and open a gap come May. So we are winning it.
We are definitely winning the league again. And I said this tweet, I don't know what were we doing? Probably was during the Club World Cup. I told, people were signing people. And I saw the people that they were signing those people. And I said, this 25-26 is ours again. We are retaining that thing.
Lastly, the big fish. I'm starting with you. Champions League.
We are winning that big fish. It's not emotion speaking. We are winning that big fish. This season, we're winning this big fish.
outside obsession, we can win it.
Are we winning it or no?
Outside obsession, we can win it.
Yeah, umarabile malum.
Rams?
Because of what happened last season, I think we needed to be had in order for us to.
How long have we been had, Rapelang? How long have we been had?
That was different type of man. So I think we win, man. I think we win.
I think I will close this. And MTN, we're not gonna win. I think Carling, we're not gonna win. But negative comments. I think we will win Nedbank League. I don't think we'll win the Champions League. This was our best chance to win the Champions League, and I'm looking at what Al Ahly is doing. Al Ahly is doing in the market. That's my worry. But I'm saying that with hope that we do win it. I obviously want us to win it, but yeah, guys, that's it, man. That's the end of the Yellow Corners season preview. Thank you guys for joining me, and yeah, hopefully everyone who watched this enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to a great season. Hopefully the boys will do better than last season and win all these trophies that we spoke about, most of the Champions League. And yeah, we will be there supporting them throughout, and times there will be times of frustration where we say certain things, but at the end of the day, they do not come from the Peloton sharp. It's just because we love and care for this team. And yeah, man, looking forward to the next season. And the next time you will see us will be towards the end of July, when we bring you the preview of our first game of the season, that being the MTN 8 quarterfinal against Richards Bay, against Richards Bay. And